Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of the Dinosaur Arcade ranking. In part 3 we're going over all the S tier creatures, of which there are 8, so this will hopefully be shorter than the last two parts. So, coming in number 8, and at the bottom of S tier is the Dodo, and yeah, you may be confused about why this little thing is S tier, but you'll see in a second. So now ignore the first ability here. Let's look at his other two abilities. Actually, let's look at his stats. His stats are awful. If we're just going by the stats in the first two ability or in the second and third abilities, then Dodo is the worst creature in the game. Double jump is nice, but it doesn't help that much because it's so slow. And living missile is actually kind of good and does good damage, but like and is a mobility buff, but that doesn't mean it's not enough to make Dodo a good creature. What is enough to make Dodo a good creature is this. Dodo Rex. I'm out of stamina, but you get the picture. Dodo Rex is OP. It can jump like forward. So if you're high on stamina, you can to catch up to basically anything. You have insane damage. In fact, it does combo damage. So the more hits you do, the higher damage it does. It's like a 3-hit combo. I'm not that good with it, but yeah. I don't use it much. This is generally revealed like said to be a low skill creature, and I completely agree. It's OP and it is getting nerfed soon, thankfully. But yeah, um, then you transform back to Dodo after a minute, or it might be 40. I don't remember. After a certain amount of time. Yeah, and now I'm getting murdered by this guy. All right, yeah, I deserve that for using Dodo Rex. Yeah. So yeah, that's Dodo. I didn't get to show Living Missile being used, but it's kind of like the Penguin's Ice Missile, but without the stun part. The reason it's at the bottom of S tier and not the best creature in the game, if we're basing it exclusively on the Dodorex ability, it'd be the best creature in the game, but that's tied to the actual Dodo itself, so it's not at the top. Number 7 is T-Rex. Rex is very good. So looking at stats, it has the highest base damage in the game if you don't count Dodorex. 40 base damage, it's 600 health. 20, it's slow, of course. Its stamina kind of sucks, but it just has so much health and damage. And its abilities are pretty good as well. Um, it has a kind of a charge. It's a little basic, but it's a charge. It does a good amount of damage. It has a stomp. That's basically it's like an AOE stun for 1.5 seconds and does 48 damage. And then the third ability is a bite that does 80 damage and pierces through armor. So yeah, this thing does a lot of damage. It's definitely a 1v1 focused creature more than anything. So like there's a good combo you can do. There's two good combos. You can do this and then this, or this and then this. Rex. This one's easy. Oh, so yeah, normal Rex isn't able to jump this high, but I have the jump perk maxed out, so yeah. Yeah, you come here, buddy. Come here, bro. Yeah. Come on, Sloth. You know what? I'll let you live. I got the demonstration I needed. Yeah, really, there's like two. Yeah, there's two creatures I think that people view as just annoying and low skill, and everyone hates people that use them. Actually, three. Those are Dodo, Smilodon, and Mastodonsaurus. But yeah. Anyways, six, Spinosaurus. Another Apex, and Spino is also super good. I kind of got wrecked by one a couple times last, in part two. So looking at stats, very good health, pretty good damage. It's slow on land, but faster in water. Its abilities. So its first ability is a passive, where when you exit the water, you get a speed boost. So you can just run down things when you're near the water. It's pretty cool. Second ability, you empower your next 5 left-click attacks to do 45 damage instead of 26. So that can just melt down things. Third ability is the best one, though. You basically do a hit that does 35 damage and stuns them for 4 seconds. And then so you can do that, and then this, and then just do a lot of damage. Really, the reason it's this high is because of this move. Apprehend is insane. I'm definitely not getting to that sloth. Buddy, what? Yeah, what did you think was gonna happen? What did this guy think was gonna... Okay. Well, there's a bit of a demonstration of the second and third abilities. Okay, that's a good Spino demonstration. Okay. Um Number 5. Number 5 is Paraceratherium. When I first made this list back in July, it was number 1. I've since knocked it down a little bit, but it is still super good. It's got the third highest health in the game, only behind Brachiosaurus and Diplodocus. Its damage has been on the lower side by comparison, but still good damage. 23 is slow, but not the worst. Hey, watch me melt this guy. 140 to 0 in like 3 seconds. Yeah, that's Tantrum, and this is one of the best abilities in the game. You just do you literally do 52 damage per second for 10 seconds. So if someone just stays in it for the entire time, which obviously won't happen, but they stay in it that for that entire time, they're taking 520 damage, and it has good AOE range too. The second ability is its weakest. You basically target a single person. It's one of those abilities, and then you do 38 damage to them, stun them briefly, and toss them behind you, and then they get a slight speed decrease for 5 seconds. Third ability is really good. The description's wrong. It doesn't do 27 plus whatever. It does more like 120-ish damage, I think. Um, and then it recoils a little bit of damage back on you, but it's so tanky to where that doesn't matter that much. I need to find someone to test this on, though. Preferably something pretty decently sized. Uh, Parasaur does have the worst stamina in the game, though, so that is something you gotta watch out for. Watch me one-shot him. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot you get stopped when you do that ability. Ow! What do you guys think you're doing? Oh, he's screwed. Tuba is... In the water, Tuba is kind of helpless. Oh no, you're not getting out, buddy. No, you decided to attack me. I'm not letting that slide. He logged! I'm not bullying Tupas. Tupa's another creature that people view as annoying because sometimes a Tupa player will just fly above like a big war and just blind them like everyone involved constantly, and it's annoying. Okay, I need to Battlestone Holder. Okay, that works. I need to demonstrate the third ability. I already demonstrated these two, but the third one I gotta demonstrate. Oh. It must be like a berry or something. Berry's another creature that people view as very annoying. So that's 5 creatures instead of 3. Yeah, whatever. Lepidotes is also seen as annoying in water fights because of that crazy ability it has. Where's that guy at? I'm about to see what he is when he gets closer. Oh, he's a Spino. Ah, okay, that could actually be an interesting fight. No way it's the same guy. Probably 400. Okay, ignore that, but probably 400. That's an inside joke from the server I'm in. I'm trying to see if that guy. It is him! It is him! It's the same Spino from last time! I had a feeling it was the same Spino when I saw that same pattern on it, and it was. Yeah, I see you. Come on, buddy, come at me. Alright. There you are. Oh, I missed. Okay. Oh, come on. Stop missing the second ability, please. I need to fling him behind me so that he's stuck on land. Uh-oh. Yeah, 113 damage to him, and I took 48 in response. Come on. Yeah, the melting. yeah, that's tantrum ability for you. Oh, this is a different. Hey, buddy. Let me show you. That's funny. He said, wow. Yeah, he's impressed. He's impressed by how broken this thing is. Yeah. Okay, so the reason it's in number 5 and not like top 3 like it would be otherwise is because all of its abilities have friendly fire, which means it's kind of not that great for wars because you're going to hit your teammates as much as you hit the enemy. But for 1v1s, this thing is monstrous. Especially against against other apexes. This thing will destroy most other apexes. Really, all other apexes except for like Bracky, really, and I guess Rhino, because Rhino's a whole different beast. We'll get to soon. But yeah, that's Parasaur at number 5. Anyways, at number 4 is Ankylosaurus. This one's another 1v1 beast, but also has utility in wars, for just being a big tank. So it's got I think this is like the second highest base damage in the game, if I'm remembering correctly, behind Rex. It's still got good health. It's got, I think, like the second highest armor in the game. I think this is only behind Arthro, if I'm remembering correctly. But it is super slow, which is a bit of a drawback, not much stamina. But its abilities are really good. So its first ability is a passive, where when you're sneaking, um, all other creatures, they can't attack while they're sneaking. If they attack while they're sneaking, they unsneak. But Enki can attack while sneaking. And and you gain 50 armor while sneaking. So it goes from 80 to 130, which is insane, and you take barely any damage. But you lose 2 ability energy for every damage taken while Fortify is active, and then it stops when run out of energy. Second ability is Bone Break. You whip your tail around, doing 45 damage, and applying a 55% movement speed decrease for 10 seconds. That's a lot. Yeah. And then Club Attack, you spin around in an AoE doing 65 damage and stunning someone for 4 seconds. So then you do that, and then you can just melt people. This thing is very strong. Get over here, you. Yeah, get slowed. Get slowed. I'm too slow though. Even slowing down an Orny, I'm not fast enough to reach it because Anki is so abysmally slow. Probably number 3 if it wasn't as slow as it is. He's right, but like... Boom! Boom! There we go. You shouldn't have started typing there, buddy. Got him. Alright, I would like to fight something a little bigger than an Ornithomimus, though, so... Yeah, I'm gonna stay as Anki for a bit. Oh, he got black. Oh, Mayhem. Mayhems are immune to status effects, but... Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think it armor pierce. Yeah, Mayhems, I think armor pierce are like immune to status effects. Oh, it dropped a fruit. That's nice. that might have been me. He's attacking zone 2 during me fighting the Mayhem. Alright, also Anki is one of the few things that sinks in the water. I think it, Gigantopithecus, Tupandactylus, and Brachy are the only creatures that like sink in the water instead of float. So it's best for an Anki to not be in the water. So I'm gonna go across the bridge here to reach by where the Spino is. What's his name again? Gamester. Anki is so good. I like literally 3-shot that Ornithomimus. Hey yo. I feel like I might get double teamed by these two, but honestly that's fine. I can grow things over the weekends, and there's a growth bonus on weekends. What do you mean too bad? I'm trying to fight your friend, not you. Oh, he menued. Great. Did I grab like an Anki counter or something? Oh, he's a dodo. Nah, I'ma fight it anyway. I mean, Anki can actually do something against Dodorex, unlike most creatures, so yeah. He's gonna take my stone too, but whatever. I can't remember if Dodorex pierces armor or not, but I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, I knew it. It doesn't pierce. Ooh. Okay, it does range, Yankee, though. I'm getting destroyed by Dodo. Yeah. Okay, I am doing a lot better than most creatures would, though. Like, much better than most creatures would. Most creatures would get absolutely just deleted by Dodorex without putting up any fight. Oh, okay, he's ending it. Okay. Oh. Great, a mayhem. Another Oh, it's a blood. Wait, is it a blood? No, it's not even a blood moon. Why are there so many mayhems? Oh, another fruit. Nice. Okay. Wait, is it a oh, it is a blood moon. Okay, that explains it. There's a tripod over there. I would go fight it, but one, the rewards kind of suck after they nerfed it, and also I gotta finish this. So that's Anki at number 4. The super tanky with the big stun and does a lot of damage. It's really good. Number 3 is Triceratops. Now, Triceratops is one of the most underrated creatures right now. Just 'cause it's like a jack of all trades. Like, it's not like exactly the best at any particular thing, except maybe countering Dodorex, because it actually does counter Dodorex if you're good with it. But what it does do very well is just it does a lot of it. It doesn't do much particularly bad, except for maybe fighting really fast thing or catching really fast things. But yeah, so it's got really good stats all around, except for speed. But even then, at least it's faster than Anki. Giga versus Strike. Okay, so let's look at its abilities. So first ability, you launch yourself forward, doing 56 damage and slowing anyone hit by 40% for 5 seconds. Second ability is an AoE Stomp that does 66 damage. If I remember correctly, it knocks back as well, and then it does 5 bleed for 7 seconds, so just 35 total bleed. So that's 101 total damage from this ability. The funny thing is that they're buffing Trike. Like, I don't get it why they're buffing it, but they are. And then third is a status effect ability where you increase your armor by 30, so it goes from 40 to 70, and then you increase your damage by 25% for 15 seconds. Makes it go to 43. That's a lot of. That's more than Rex damage. Let me look at the restats doc real quick and see what the trike buff is again. I know it's small, but it's still a buff that it doesn't need. Yeah, the Crush Stomp is getting a hitbox increase, and instead of you being stuck in place while you're doing it, you just get slowed by 60% while you're doing it. Kind of silly that they're buffing it, but yeah. Roly Rhino is stupidly OP and can cheese every fight. That is right. Roly Rhino is OP. They, I hate the AI war so. I'm gonna go over there just to, cause when the PVE like shield from the tripod wears off, I can just fight the people that are there. It looks like it's the Giga and a. Is that a Utah? Oh, and that's a bot. The Utah's a bot. I'll fight this mayhem, I guess. I'll help you fight the tripod, I guess. Don't really have much reason to, but might as well. I'm surprised that didn't hit it. And it's focusing on me. Goodbye. It's lasering me. Did you stop? I don't want to waste all my stamina. Oh, there's an Iguanodon here now, and a berry. It's a lot of things to fight when I'm done. For now, I rest. How did that hit the Iguanodon and not the Giga? Giga is also good for tripod fights. Ow. Okay. Why are you going after me? No, get away from me, tripod. Go after him. Yeah, go after the Iguanodon. Not me. Oh, he's getting beamed. Can tell if it's actually hitting him, though. Oh, a Bracky. Bracky's coming to help. I'm probably, if I decide to attack the Bracky, I'm probably gonna die. I might just attack the Iguanodon. Do I have anything in my inventory that'll give me water? No. Just going after the bear. That's not a Utah, that's a bear. What just hit me? Oh, a mammoth is coming as well. Oh, the Iguanodon's almost dead. Barry's almost dead too. Bracky's getting lasered. Rip the Iguanodon. Yep. Oh, the Bracky died too. Wow. Oh, there's a monkey here. Oh, another trike as well. Oh, the trike's getting melted by it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on, get him. Why am I bleeding? Did the Giga hit me on accident? But like, it's PvE. How's the Giga... Do abilities go through the PvE? Boom. Oh, wow. What the heck? Yeah, yeah, get over here, you freaking Giga. That's what I thought. Did I get anything from that? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I heard the pickup thing, like the item pickup sound, but I didn't look. There's a Rex. Going after the Giga, by the way. Get over here. Come on. Wow. Wow. I hate you. You lured me all the way over here just to menu. Oh, well, they're fighting people now. They're fighting each other. Someone died to a mayhem excavator. Those things drop a lot of rewards and aren't the hardest things in the world to kill. I could probably, if I could find it, then that'd be nice. Oh, oh, he's also a trike. Oh, the AI that was doing that died. Good. Oh, he's got the woolly skin. Ah, ah, dang it. I forgot the hitbox in that move is not that good. Uh, what is the range on that skin? What the heck? What the heck? Oh, it doesn't do knockback. I swore it did. Barry, get back here. I'm killing you. Oh, well, I guess Trike's dying. Oh. Oh well. And, okay, we got 2 more creatures left. Number 2. Honestly, the top 2 can just be put in their own tier above S, but I put them in S tier because I didn't want too many tiers. So yeah, number 2 is Brachiosaurus, the biggest, tankiest, and most physically powerful creature in the game. I have cards on it. It normally has 1600 health, but I have health cards on it, so I have a bit more health. And also the sprinting speed is normally 14, but I went minus speed on my cards. Um, yeah, and 32 damage. I think it's normally 30 armor, but the health cards came with a bit of armor. Uh, but yeah, Brachy is also insane for war. It's honestly probably the best creature for wars. Okay, so 3 abilities. First ability is kind of like Packy's first ability, where when you activate it, all your basic attacks deal knockback for a certain amount of time. Second ability is a charge, just like a really big charge. And the third ability, we'll get to that. We'll get to the third ability. Third ability is really what makes Brachy so good. I'll probably go test it on these bots over here. Because Brachy is so slow that I'm not going to be able to catch up to any players to test it on. Except this Barry who decided to come run up on me again. I hate Barry users. Yeah, get back. So the third ability is a massive, just insane stomp of the huge radius that deals 300 damage to any one hit, and applies a 60% speed debuff to anything that survives for 5 seconds, and also you're immune to stuns when when the ability's charging up. So yeah, like this. Yeah, one of the best abilities in the game, and it is, yeah, it's so crazy. It one-shots a lot of creatures. Yeah. Brachy's insane. One of the best creatures in the game. Second place. Yeah. But second place is not first. And as I've alluded to a couple times through this trilogy of videos, um, number 1 is Bully Rhino, which is one of the new creatures added with their expansion 2023. This thing is just unreal. They are nerfing it soon, but the nerf isn't even that big and it's still going to be an S tier, most likely. Yeah, Rhino is like disrespectfully powerful. Um, so looking at his stats, it's kind of okay speed, pretty good health, very good damage. The damage on this thing is kind of crazy. But let's look at its abilities. First is Rocket Charge, where you basically charge forward, and then when you're and depending on how long you're charging, up to 5 seconds, how much damage you'll deal on impact, and also knocking them back. The thing about this though is it just has insane radius. You can hit someone from kind of far away with it. In fact, Woolly Rhinos has really good range on its left click attacks as well. Second ability is basically a bunch of birds come by and they heal you. They heal 5% of your current HP for 6 seconds. So yeah, it basically heals 30% of your health, and you're immune to like negative status effect while that's active. But you're also slowed slightly, and your other two abilities are disabled. But it's good for like in wars if one of your teammates is like occupying the creature you are fighting, and so you can heal up a little bit with it. And the third ability is honestly its best ability. It's like Mammoth's like ice ability, except it does less damage, but and it roots the enemy hit for 4 seconds. Um, and it says they're supposed to be freed when they take damage, but then are slowed. No, it keeps rooting them for 4 seconds. They didn't implement it correctly, and it just makes Rhino absolutely insane. Let me go get a stone from Crater Lake real quick. Also, Rocket Charge lets it go really fast as well. Did the guy leave? No, he didn't. So that means I can find him again. Oh, he's over there. Wow, it didn't. Okay. Yeah, the hitbox on this is sometimes weird towards the end of its cycle, though. Oh, why am I eating? Well, at least I can demonstrate this ability. It heals you up. Okay, let's get some more stamina. But yeah, this thing is just insane. Like, you'll see when I fight someone, like, if I can find another Apex to fight. Yeah, this thing does not have a single losing matchup except for Dodorex. It wins every other matchup if you're good. Although winning against Bracky is kind of difficult, but yeah, this thing is just ridiculous. Like, for example, if you're fighting like a Smilodon or something, and the Smilodon gets caught in the root, it's screwed. Actually, it has one other losing matchup beside Dodorex, and that's the Sloth. But even then, the Sloth has to be really good. The Megatherium's got to be really good to beat Rhino. It must be swim fruit farming. Yeah, it's probably farming for swim fruits. something missing. Uh-oh. This is bad. Uh-oh. Oh, well, I'm I'm dead. Alright, yeah, I'm not that good with Rhino, and this guy seems really good with Spino, but trust me, this thing is OP if you're good. Spino is also, yeah, like this guy said, this Spino is also better against Rhino than most other creatures are, because of the stun. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, Rhino's number one. They are nerfing it soon. Once all the currently planned balance changes are in, I'll make another playable ranking. Let's go over the changes. I won't specify details, but I'll go over the creature, like saying what creatures are changed, whether it's like I think it's a buff or nerf, and how many positions where I think it'll end up on the tier list after. Trike gets a slight buff, but I don't think it's enough to bump it into the top two. Aloe is getting a pretty good buff, and in fact, a actually very big buff, enough to put it into A tier. Corey's getting a very slight nerf, like a very, very slight nerf, not enough to change his position. Anki is getting a very slight buff to its club attack, getting a hitbox increase, but not enough um, to change its position. Utah is getting, like Utah Raptors is getting a very big rework. Its Hunter's Mark is getting a big buff, and Sickle Claw is getting a bit of a buff as well. Concavenate, and I think that will be enough to move it to B tier. Probably high, almost A tier, probably high B tier. Concavenator is getting kind of a rework. Debris Duster is getting a longer cooldown, but projectile speed increase. Sand Shark is getting a little bit of a nerf. It's going to probably go down a few positions, a few places, but still an A tier. Styraco is getting a very, it's kind of getting, actually it's getting more, okay, it's getting a slight nerf, looking at it. Yeah, it's a slight nerf, but not enough to change its position very much. Gigantoraptor is getting a very good buff. Ground Slam's getting buffed quite a bit, and then Talon Kick's getting a slight buff. Kentro is getting nerfed, as sad as that is. They're nerfing the bleed abilities, like the bleed from them just slightly, but really the bad part is they're removing the heal from the third ability and adding a slow for it instead, which is just not as good. So Kentro will probably be towards the bottom of A tier, maybe even in high. No, it's gonna stay in A tier because the bleed's still really good. But yeah, Arthro's getting a big buff, health increase, sleeper, all three ability. Actually, okay, two abilities are getting buffed. One is getting reworked. Or what one? Actually, okay, two abilities getting buffed. One's getting nerfed after looking at it. Yakalopris is getting a slight buff. Um, Also, yeah, okay, Arthro, by the way, I think this buff will probably, it's still going to stay in C tier, I think, but it'll be more close to the top of the tier. Equilopterus will stay in C tier, but maybe go up a position. Dodo is getting kind of a nerf to where it now takes much longer to grow. And Dodo Rex is getting changed to where it does less damage and is always stuck in combat, so it can't heal while it's in Dodo Rex state. So if it stays in, will it stay in S tier? I'm not sure. It might go to the top of A tier. We'll see. Mammoth is getting a pretty big buff. Pachyderm Arbitration is getting a lower cooldown, and you're invincible while in the animation, and the effect is being like duration is being more than doubled. And Seismic Toss is getting a damage increase and knockback increase. So Mammoth will definitely be S tier after this update. Baryonyx is getting nerfed. Tail Smack is getting nerf knockback, longer cooldown, more energy consumption, and hitbox. Nerf Heavy Claw is getting knockback removed, but getting a slow added instead. And the little Rampage ability is being renamed to Slash Storm, and it's kind of getting changed where it does more damage per hit, but less hit rate. So the DPS is going down quite a bit. Baryonyx will probably go down maybe to high B tier, is what I'm thinking. Mastodon is getting a slight nerf to its Bear Trap, where instead of it being 10 seconds for both the charge time and stun time, it's 5 seconds for both of those. So it'll go down a couple positions, but it'll still be like pretty high. Paranogmius, the laser is now applies for 1 tick, so it just does that damage instantly instead of over time for the laser. I would say that's a slight buff. Maybe it'll go up a couple spots. Lepidotes, the swarm ability is getting nerfed a little bit, but it's still going to be very good, but it'll bring Lepidotes down to B tier. Giga, its 2 attacking abilities are getting bigger hitboxes. That's not enough to change its position, though. Diplodocus is getting a big buff. Health increase. Um, the Sonic Whip will have less energy consumption and will do a bit more damage. Bellow will have increased knockback and increased slow, and Shove will have increased knockback. Diplodocus will probably go up a few spots. Smilodon is getting a massive nerf. Its sprint speed's going down. Ambush is getting nerfed. To where instead of it being a 75% speed boost for 5 seconds, it's being a 120% speed boost, but it drains over 3 seconds. Finishing Blow is also getting nerfed. It's getting a better hitbox, but its damage capability is getting nerfed. Dimetrodon's getting buffed. Oh yeah, Smilodon I think will probably go down to B tier after this. Dimetrodon is getting buffed. The Brutal ability damage now applies the buff, and when you get to the max stacks, you get status effect immunity. It's also getting a sprint buff, and it can use its abilities in the water. Meditated Crunch is getting its charge won't last as long, and then Berserk Barrage, you're immune to status effect. I think Dime might go up to B tier now, maybe. Gorgops, the Hippo. Golden Crush is getting a huge buff. It will cost more energy and have a longer cooldown, but it'll do 95 damage instead of 44. And while you're in the animation, you're immune to status effects and get a speed increase. Tumidactylus, Aero Crash, Knockback Nerf. Oh yeah, Gorgops will be S tier after this for sure. Tumidactylus, this is tiny change, not enough to change his position. Thylo is getting a slight change. Gunk Shot is getting like kind of nerfed a little bit, but Venom Burst is getting buffed because it's quicker projectile speed, like double projectile speed. Dilo probably it still stay in C tier, but it might go up a position. Also, yeah, I think I missed a couple things about talking about where I think things would go in the tier. Gigantoraptor definitely going up to B tier. Yeah, I missed Gigantoraptor when talking about where I think it'll go after the change. Nalmacaris Leeching Strike is instead of the next 5 hits, it's for the next 5 seconds. It's not enough to change his position. Woolly Rhino, M1 range decreased, like left click range decreased. Rocket Crash is getting hitbox decrease, but it's getting knockback increased. The Flock Heal will have slightly less energy consumption, but the Root will have increased energy consumption, increased cooldown. It'll have a shorter root period, and also it'll get the description implemented properly, and it'll get hitbox size decreased. Still gonna be S tier though, just not at number 1. And Megatherium is getting kind of, I think this is a buff, or kind of a rework, honestly. Um, it's getting more left click range. Its little wall thing is getting buffed. The Mossy, and then the Mossy Depletion is getting its heal nerfed, but it gets knockback and a slow applied to it. So yeah, and Megatherium probably just go up a couple spots. So yeah, that's the end of it. That's every Dinosaur Arcade creature ranked, and some balance changes that are planned to happen soon. Once these balance changes go live and I test them enough, I will remake this updated. And also if any new creatures come out by then, but I doubt it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.